Welcome, everyone. We will get started in approximately 5 minutes.
Good evening, Sophe family and friends. Welcome to Sophe's 73rd Annual Conference Awards Ceremony. This is one of Sophe's most special events during our conference. I am Dr. Deborah Fortune, and as Sophe's 2021-2022 president, I am delighted you have joined us for our red carpet ceremony to celebrate our health education heroes. We hope many of you have enjoyed the exceptional presentation throughout the week during our digital conference. As you know, we had hoped to be in St. Louis in person under the famous city arc, and thus our conference theme, the arc of an era. The arc represents a metaphor for the escalation of a worldwide pandemic, the public health response, and the incredible recovery of our communities. Health educators have been resilient on the front lines in all these efforts, and we look forward to the start of a new era. We are especially grateful to our conference architects, Dr. Kirsten Rogers, the trustee for the conference, and the 2022 Annual Conference Planning Committee. Please observe their names on the screen for all the members of the committee. This year's conference has expanded to 4 days with more than 100 presentations and posters, all of which will be available on demand for 1 year. Please join me in giving them another virtual round of applause. And I would like to give a special shout out and salute to Susan Robinson, our interim CEO, and all of our Sophe staff, consultants who have worked incredibly hard to make this event come together so seamlessly. Thank you. As we begin today's awards presentation, I also extend a special thank you to our many exhibitors, supporters for this conference. These organizations help keep us as health educators informed of the latest books, software, and other innovation to keep our research, practice, and pedagogy on the cutting edge. Please make sure to visit the virtual Sophe marketplace, engage with these vital health education partners, and thank them for their support. Speaking of supporters, Sophe has a special award for its most valuable partner, the MVP Award. Each year, Sophe staff select an organization that has proven especially influential in advancing Sophe's mission. During Sophe's All Members Business meeting on March the 14th, we were pleased to award Ms. Barbara Azeda, President and CEO of MVP Meetings, our 2022 Sophe MVP. Barbara, on behalf of Sophe, thank you for being a true Sophe partner. Over the last few days of our virtual conference, we have added to Sophe's wall of fame with several outstanding award recipients. The following is a brief recap. On Tuesday, we presented the Sophe Honorary Fellow Award, our highest award to a non-member, to Ms. Martha Katz for her lifetime of service in the public and private sectors in advancing health education and the public's health. And during this morning's ceremony, the Elizabeth Fries Health Education Award and $25,000 prize was awarded to Dr. Barbara Israel, distinguished professor at the University of Michigan School of Public Health. This award honors outstanding career leadership in health education, health promotion, or behavioral science, and is sponsored by the James F. and Sarah T. Fries Foundation and the CDC Foundation. Congratulations, Dr. Israel. And thank you for your lecture on community-based participatory research, its social justice roots and contributions to anti-racist research and practice. For this annual conference, Sophe awarded 11 21st century student and practitioner scholarships, each individual receiving up to $400 to cover their registration and membership fees. Congratulations to each scholar, and best of luck to all who have an oral presentation and or a poster during our conference. This scholarship program has been ongoing for 21 years through our campaign for the 21st Century Fund, Building Sophie's Future. Sophie has proudly supported more than 100 students scholarship and internship over the years. Thank you to all our 21st Century donors who contributed more than $12,000 in 2021. The fund also supports another round of students and health education professionals to attend the Fall Advocacy Summit. This year, we plan to host the summit in person and award $800 to each scholar to come to Washington, D.C. The application period is open now through June 1st. So we encourage our students and health education professionals to apply for this transformative advocacy training experience. Next, it gives me great pleasure to acknowledge one Sophie staff member who is receiving her 5-year recognition award, Jordan. I've worked with Jordan on school health projects along with Dr. Dave Birch. Jordan Furmeister, who completed her 5 years with Sophie this January and is our associate project director for our school health and arthritis cooperative agreement with CDC. Please join me in congratulating and thanking Jordan for her dedication to Sophie and her health education expertise, particularly in school health. We are truly grateful for her spirit, ingenuity, and commitment to Sophie and its mission. Now I would like to introduce Dr. Dave Birch, representative of the Foundation for the Advancement of Health Education, which sponsors the Sophie Student Health Edu-Thon, to present the winnings and transition us to the next award categories, the winning teams, excuse me. I turn it over to Dave Birch.
Thank you, Deborah, and hello to everyone. Recently, the Sophie Health Edu-Thon took place. The Edu-Thon is a case study competition for college and university students. The event included both undergraduate and graduate college teams. So I'm going to quickly announce the award recipients for the events. And I'm going to start with the undergraduate competition. For the undergraduate competition, the first place award goes to Truman State University. Second place for the undergraduate competition goes to the Washington and Lee University team. And third place goes to Westchester University. So congratulations to those 3 undergraduate teams. And for the first place team, each member of the team will receive a $150 award. For the graduate competition, as you can see on the screen, first place went to the Johns Hopkins University Bloomberg School of Public Health team. Second place to the University of Texas Health and Science Center at Houston. And similar to the undergraduate competition, for the first place team, those members of that team will receive $150 to all of them. First, we want to thank all the students who participated in this competition. Thanks to the judges for their commitment to this event, and the appreciation and thanks to the Foundation for the Advancement of Health Education for their support of this event. So I would now like to introduce Dr. Victoria Wagner-Green, co-chair of the 21-22 Sophie Awards Committee. Dr. Wagner-Green will be presiding over the next section of the awards ceremony, along with her fellow co-chair, Dr. Amy Wotring. Dr. Green.
Good afternoon or evening, depending on where you are, everyone. I would like to welcome you all in recognizing and celebrating our awardees for this year. I'd also like to thank all of the members of the awards committee for their service this year. And I also want to extend that thank you to some of the Sophie professional members that stepped in to help with review when we were short a couple of reviewers this session. So thank you to all of those as well. Our next award will be introduced by Dr. Karen Mack. She's the Associate Director for the Division of Injury Prevention at CDC. We are grateful to the division in providing support for some 20 years to award annual fellowships in injury and prevention and control. Dr. Mack.
Thank you, Victoria. I'm so pleased that I could join the celebration this evening, and I hope to see everybody in person next year. This year, we have 3 student awardees for the Sophe and CDC's Injury Center Injury Prevention Student Fellowship. The fellowship provides a $2,000 stipend to graduate students to examine a problem in injury from the perspective of behavioral and social science. Lauren Burney, Lena Thompson, and Lindsay Keeley have been working on their projects and are presenting their posters at this meeting. Lauren is a doctoral student at the University of Oregon and has been working on a social ecological analysis of suicidality among high-risk adolescents, implications for health education and prevention. The study addresses the gaps between adolescent substance use and suicide rates by using the social ecological model, examining longitudinal changes in risk and protective factors associated with suicide ideation and attempts, and testing which protective factors buffer the effective risk factors. Lena is a doctoral student at the University of Iowa and focuses on disaster management in Indigenous populations. Her study explored knowledge of Indigenous peoples about natural disaster management, the role of culture as a driver of disaster management practice, and cultural adaptations needed to implement a disaster preparedness intervention. Lindsay is an MPH student at New Mexico State University and explored adverse childhood experiences, association with alcohol and drug use, and suicidal behaviors. The study explored the impact of ACEs on suicidal behaviors, alcohol, and illicit drug use in adulthood, and the impact of ACEs on adulthood maladaptive behaviors such as drug use. Understanding the impact of ACEs on these outcomes is key for adult suicide prevention in the United States. Congratulations to all 3 of you on your outstanding contributions to injury prevention and health education. Thank you, and join me in a virtual round of applause for everybody.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mack. Next, I'd like to present this year's awardee for Sophe's Patient Engagement Fellowship. This $2,000 fellowship recognizes, assists, and trains master's or doctoral students to advance the research and practice of patient-centered healthcare from the perspective of health education or the behavioral sciences. This fellowship honors the late patient advocate, Dr. Jesse Grumman, with support from the Center for Advancing Health. Brianna Kirk, a doctoral student at West Virginia University, addressed improving patient self-advocacy and communication with providers through diabetes self-management education, analysis from a randomized controlled trial. This study explores the critical need for rigorous self-management intervention to assess patient-provider communication and tailor self-care guidelines for medically underserved populations. Congratulations, and I encourage you to view Brennan's poster to learn more. Great job. Next, I'll introduce the Our Brick Lancaster Community Health Internship Awardee, which is supported by the 21st Century Campaign. This $2,000 award supports a student to conduct a health education and health promotion internship project. The project must address a significant public or school health issue identified by a local or state public health department or community agency. The 2021-2022 Our Brick Lancaster intern is Fabiola Salarini, an undergraduate student at the University of Maryland. During her internship, Fabiola supported an innovative home delivery pilot project to assist WIC Farmers Market nutrition participants to have fresh produce delivered directly to their doors. The pilot partnered with 2 nonprofit organizations in the DC area known for connecting food desert neighborhoods with households with affordable produce. Please join me in congratulating Fabiola for this award. And please let me remind you, students, submit your application before June 1st, 2022, the deadline, and take advantage of these wonderful student opportunities to help jumpstart your career and help these populations. As Dr. Fortune mentioned, through generous benefactors and former Sophe members who have been part of our Sophe family during these past 73 years, we have been able to support the future generation of health education specialists. We are proud to honor our student recipients who have been awarded the Vivian Drenckhahn Student Scholarship. This scholarship was established in 2000 to honor Dr. Vivian Drenckhahn and a 1971 Distinguished Sophe Fellow who was both a health educator mentor and scholar. This award provides $2,500 scholarships for tuition to undergraduate and graduate students who have demonstrated academic excellence and pursuing a health education career. This year's recipients, there are three, are Mambintu Darbo from the University of New Haven, Dahani from University of New Haven, and Samantha Vernon from the University of Northern Colorado. Thank you for your exceptional applications, and we wish you luck in the future as health education studies. Next, we have our Sophe Graduate Student Research Paper. This award recognizes an outstanding graduate student for creative and innovative research illustrated by completion of a research paper. This year's Graduate Student Research Paper Award goes to Dr. Erin Lee Gallup from Columbia University. Dr. Gallup's paper is titled Predictions of Mothers' Asthma Knowledge and Self-Efficacy to Manage Childhood Asthma. Congratulations, Dr. Gallup. Now I'd like to turn the program back over to Dr. Deborah Fortune.
Thank you, Victoria. One of my privilege as your Sophe president this past year is to present special citations and awards. One of these special awards is the Sophe Trophy. Although the Sophe Trophy Award emerged from humble beginnings, it has become an acknowledgement of the tireless contribution by individuals in Sophe. In the past, this award has been penned as the unsung Sophe hero to recognize the many contributions to Sophe by the recipient. I am pleased to present the 2022 Sophe awardee to Dr. Antonio Gardner. Is he here? Is it possible to spotlight him? Okay. If not, we have his picture, but if you can spotlight him, that would be wonderful. I think hopefully he's in the audience somewhere. Okay. I wanted to see his face because this is a surprise for him. He's very deserving of this award, but he did not know that he was going to receive this award tonight. Okay, Dr. Gardner, as a member of Sophe's Board of Trustees, Dr. Gardner oversees Sophe's membership and nomination committee. Oh, there he is. Can we highlight him right quick? Spotlight Dr. Gardner. Can you say something so they can spotlight you?
Hello, this was unexpected.
But deserving. Okay, I keep on. He has worked tirelessly to identify new ways to attract and encourage Sophe membership and lead and strengthen the nomination process for Sophe election. Additionally, as a member of Sophe's Health Equity and Anti-Racism Task Force that we call the HERE Task Force, he has helped to conceptualize and develop Sophe's new Leaders in Equity and Diversity that we call Project LEAD Fellowship Program, which is starting this spring. The purpose of Project LEAD Fellowship Program is to prepare members of Sophe from diverse backgrounds for leadership within the organization through a one-year fellowship. So the way I look at it is it's a pipeline program to get more people in leadership and to help diversify our volunteer leadership with Sophe. Dr. Gardner, thank you for your exemplary professionalism and service to Sophe. Congratulations on being this year's Sophe Trophy recipient. All right, do we have time for him to say maybe at least a few words?
Yes.
Dr. Gardner.
Yes, thank you again, Dr. Fortune. This really was unexpected, so I don't have a speech prepared. But,
that's fine.
I love Sophe with all of my heart and all of my being, so I'm here to serve any way I can, whether that's through leadership, through service, through new initiatives, giving back, whatever I can do for Sophe, I will and continue to do, just as much as Sophe has given to me that I can't ever repay all of the individuals within the organization for all that's been done for me, for my career and for my young professional development. I'm still early in my career right now. But thank you. Again, was not expecting this, but I really. I
Well,
really
wonderful,
appreciate
wonderful.
the award. Thank you.
And you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, moving on. During Sophie's all members business meeting, I also provided 5 presidential citations to Sophie members who participated in the preparation for interviewing and selection of our new CEO, Ms. Tammy Dillard Steels. We are grateful for the many hours of service, grateful for the many hours of service, grateful for the many, I'm sorry, for the many hours of service. So I would like to recognize, you recognize some of these people. 2 were past president, Dr. Collins Erhim-Boer, and also Dr. Kelly Brown, and also Ms. Charity Bishop, who was also a Speaker of the House this year, and our incoming president, Dr. Amy Thompson. And I chaired that committee. So I thank them for helping us for selection, when really it's going through this whole process of identifying and selecting a new CEO. But Beth Cheney was recognized for her participation in participating to help us select the interim CEO, Susan Robinson. So thank you all very much for helping Sophie to make this giant leap forward. All right, moving on. One of the additional privileges of Sophie president is to regularly meet with many of our Sophie chapters. Our Sophie chapters do incredible work on the ground in providing professional development, mentoring, and advocacy at the state and local levels. And I strongly encourage each of you with a chapter in your state or region to join, or maybe you can start one. It is my pleasure this evening to present the Sophie 2022 Chapter Award for Excellence to recognize a Sophie chapter which has demonstrated creative, effective, and replicable methods in the delivery of one or more core member service. The recipient of this year's Chapter Award for Excellence is Midwest Sophie. Midwest Sophie. Join me in congratulating Midwest Sophie and their chapter members in attendance. I hope that Michelle is here, Jenny, Stephanie, and Molly. If you are here, shout out to you all. I see you, Michelle. Thank you. Midwest Sophie will receive a $250 award from National Sophie. I'd also like to congratulate the Sophie 2022 Chapter Student Recognition Award, Samantha Month. This award is selected competitively by Sophie chapters to recognize a local health education student's contribution to the profession and our local chapters. Samantha, who is a student at the University of Indianapolis and a member of the Indiana chapter, will receive $100 from National Sophie, and her registration to attend this year's meeting has been waived. Congratulations, Samantha. I hope that you are somewhere in attendance, okay? Next, we will present the Sophie Journal Papers of the Year. Each of Sophie's journal editorial boards select one paper published during the year that significantly advanced health education research, practice, or pedagogy. The authors are awarded $1,000 and their papers are made available through the open access by Sophie. The Health Education Promotion Practice Sarah Mazelis Paper of the Year recognized a literature contribution that illustrates exemplary application of research to practice in health education and health promotion. Sophie is pleased to present this year's award to Dr. Ryan Pettaway for his paper in the health promotion and practice, health promotion, I think it's the Health Promotion and Practice Journal. But anyway, it's poetry as praxis plus illumination toward epistemically just health promotion for resistance, healing, and reimagination. If you are here, hope that you are here, Dr. Pedagogy, to receive this award. All right, moving on. Congratulations to the authors and the journal editorial board and reviewers, okay? All right, Health Education and Behavior Lawrence W. Green Paper of the Year Award recognized a literature contribution that exemplifies the highest level of scholarship and makes a singularly important contribution to the literature of the field. This year's Lawrence W. Green Paper of the Year Award goes to The Master's Tools Will Never Dismantle the Master's House. 10 critical lessons for Black and other health equity and researchers of color. This paper is authored by Dr. Lisa Boleg. Congratulations on this prestigious recognition. Okay, if you are here, congratulations again. And finally, Sophe presents the Pedagogy and Health Promotion Paper of the Year. This award recognizes authors whose peer review article helps advance the scholarship in teaching and learning. This paper of the year goes to Teaching During a Pandemic, a model for trauma-informed education and administration. The paper was authored by Dr. Gary Hopper and Dr. Leah Noombayer. Dr. Noombayer. Okay, if they are here, congratulations to you all for your paper. All right. Congratulations, and I encourage each of you to access these papers. Again, they will be in the open access through Sophe. And so please read them, and we encourage you to assign them as reading in your classes or apply their lessons learned in your practice. And now I will turn the microphone back to Dr. Amy Wantren.
Thank you, Dr. Fortune. Congratulations to all these students and professional colleagues for their efforts in moving our profession forward. Now moving on to our next award category. The Emma Lane Alt Horizon Award recognizes an individual less than 5 years in the field who has distinguished him or herself as a promising health educator through leadership, creativity, involvement in the profession, and health education practice. The recipient of this year's Emma Lane Alt Horizon Award is Arden Castle. Arden earned her MPH from San Jose State University, where she worked on faculty-led applied research projects, such as a mobile app to improve quality of life among breast cancer survivors, student perspectives on traditional and novel theories of change, and bystander intervention to prevent sexual assault. Arden also is the podcast host for Health Promotion Practice Journal, as well as an editorial board member. Congratulations, Arden. As a true trailblazer in health education, we look forward to your next contribution. The next award in tonight's program is the Karen Dennard Goldman Health Education Mentor Award. This award recognizes an individual in an academic or practice setting who has made a significant contribution to the preparation and/or performance of health educators and has successfully forged the link between research and practice. The 2022 Mentor Award recipient is Michelle Bildner. Michelle is a professor in the Department of Health Education and Promotion at Fontbonne University in the College of Education and Allied Health Professions. She is also a project manager at the CDC Foundation, a doctoral student, and speaker-elect of Sophie's House of Delegates. Michelle's years of energy and dedication to health education, mentorship, and teaching exemplify a true spirit of this award. As a mentor and teacher, Michelle has informed generations of students in public health and health education, empowering them to bring new insights, experiences, and skills to the field. Let's all give Michelle a virtual applause on this prestigious and deserved award. Congratulations. Now I would like to invite Dr. David Birch to present our final award of the evening, the Distinguished Fellow Award. This award honors an individual who has made significant and lasting contributions to the field of health education and is the highest recognition given by Sophe.
Thank you, Amy. Hello again to everyone. I really look forward to being able to announce this award. The Distinguished Fellow Award is Sophie's highest award for members. And this year it's my honor and pleasure to introduce the 2022 Sophie Distinguished Fellow, Dr. Lloyd Colby. Lloyd's contributions to public health through his work in school health are legendary. He's one of those few people that when you think of an initiative or a program, you immediately think of Lloyd. For example, if you think of the Division of Adolescent and School Health at CDC, you think of Lloyd. If you think of the idea of the linkage of children's health to academic success, you think of Lloyd. If you think of coordinated school health and the follow-up whole school, whole community, whole child model, you think of Lloyd and his longtime collaborator, former Sophie president, Diane Allensworth. As an indicator of the respect for Lloyd is the prominence of the authors who wrote the 7 letters of recommendation for Lloyd for this award. And there are 7 letters that are required plus a nomination letter. I just want to give the names of those 7 authors of those letters. And you can get an idea of the respect for Lloyd from these authors. John Allegrante, Diane Allensworth, Deborah Fortune, Larry Green, David Lorman, Bill Potts-Datema, and Mohammed Tarabi. That group, and including me as the nominator, represents 4 past presidents of Sophie, 4 past recipients of the Distinguished Fellow Award, and the current Sophie president. Lloyd has made his contribution to health education and promotion throughout his 40 years in various roles, and I should say 40 plus years. I'm only going to mention a few. If I wanted to showcase all of Lloyd's all of his positions throughout his entire career, I would need much more than my 2 allocated minutes, but just a few positions that he's held. He was director of the School Health Education Project and evaluation and of the School Health Education Project and evaluation of the National Center for Health Education from 1978 to 1981. He was chief of the evaluation section of the Office of Health Information and Health Promotion in the U.S. Office of Disease Prevention and Health Promotion. He worked with Larry Green in the early 1980s in the establishment. He was one of 3 associate directors who worked in the establishment of the Center for Health Promotion Research at the University of Texas Health Science Center. He's probably maybe most known in this era as the founding director of the CDC Division of Adolescent and School Health. Lloyd not only founded that division, but spent 18 years in that role. In that role, he connected the Division of Adolescent and School Health, or DASH as it's known, to state departments of health education, school districts, professional organizations, NGOs. He certainly connected the needed school health efforts in a very diverse way, both nationally and internationally. Also, working with colleagues, he led the development of the Youth Risk Behavior Survey, the School Health Profiles, the School Health Policy and Practices Study, and CDC's work in coordinated school health. Following his notable career at CDC, Lloyd served as a professor of applied health science and associate dean for global and community health at Indiana University in the School of Public Health. He's now a professor emeritus in the Department of Applied Health Science at the Indiana School of Public Health. I should also note that Lloyd has not only made his contributions through professional roles, but also through contributions to professional organizations, including Sophie and various national and international committees, initiatives, and other efforts. In addition to the prestigious Sophie Award, Lloyd has received the highest award from 4 professional organizations: The American School Health Association, he received the William A. Howe Award. The National Center for Chronic Disease Prevention and Health Promotion, he received the Jeffrey P. Copeland Award. The Secretary's Award for Distinguished Service, he received from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. And the International Union for Health Promotion Jacques Parasot Medal, Lloyd receives. Those are the highest award from those 4 organizations, and those are only a small percentage of the prominent awards that Lloyd has received. Further recognition from CDC came when CDC established in 2007 the Lloyd J. Colby Award. This award honors national non-governmental organizations that improve the health of children and adolescents in the US and throughout the world. And of course, improving the health of children and adolescents in the US and throughout the world, that has been Lloyd's mission, and that really has been a mission that has been well accomplished. In my 50 years, actually 50 plus years now, I guess, of school health, I know of no one who has contributed more to public health through school health than Lloyd Colby. Lloyd, congratulations for this well-deserved award.
Lloyd, you need to unmute yourself, please.
Can you hear me now? Great. David, thank you for those very kind words and for nominating me to receive the 2022 Sophe Distinguished Fellow Award. I'm especially touched since your nomination was supported, as you've just said, by letters from friends and colleagues with whom I've worked for the past 40 years. I won't name them again. Thank you for naming them for me. I also was touched to see Martha Katz, with whom I worked for many years at CDC, receive the 2022 Sophe Honorary Fellow Award during the conference opening plenary session on Tuesday. I've learned so much from all these people, not only about health education, but about kindness and grace and integrity. I'm especially honored since the Distinguished Fellow Award is given each year on behalf of all the Sophe members. And if I've learned anything during the past 4 decades, it's that the quality of any profession, including the profession we call health education and promotion, is dependent on the ability of the professional association to nurture, coalesce, and amplify the collective efforts of individual members. I've learned that the professionals with whom we work so closely, often for decades, in a very real way, become our second family. We could wish for no more than to work each day with a family that genuinely is committed to improving health and equity, including the health and equity of our school children and young people. Let me close by saying, listening to these awards that have just been announced this past hour, I'm just awed by the quality of professionals, especially the young professionals that you all have honored. I'm grateful for the leadership provided by outgoing President Deborah Fortune and incoming President Amy Thompson during an exceptionally challenging time for our nation and for our world. I'm grateful for incoming CEO Tammy Dillard-Steele, and I'm enormously grateful for everything that outgoing Sophe's CEO Elaine Auld has done for health education and for each one of us during her 25 years of remarkable leadership. Thank you, Elaine, and thank you, Sophe.
Congratulations, Dr. Colby, for being named as the 2022 Distinguished Fellow. I know that you are definitely a role model of mine, so we appreciate all your hard work. As a reminder, applications are being accepted for the R. Brick Lancaster Community Health Internship Award, Injury Prevention, and Patient Engagement Fellowships. Applications are also being accepted for the 21st Century Scholarships to attend the 2022 Advocacy Summit. You can apply for all 4 categories on Sophe's website, www.sophe.org, until June 1st. Additionally, Sophe will be taking applications from April 11th to the 15th for the Helen P. Cleary Scholarship, which provides financial support to students enrolled in health education related degree program to enable them to take the National Certified Health Education Specialist CHES examination. Sophe gives this award on behalf of the National Commission for Health Education Credentialing. Thank you all for joining to celebrate these deserving individuals and organizations for their contributions to our field of health education and health promotion. We hope that you have enjoyed sharing the achievements of our friends and colleagues at this evening's award ceremony. Thank you so much for the great turnout. It was nice to hear from you all. And just a reminder, our 2022 Advocacy Summit will be held October 21st to 24th at the Capitol Hill Hilton. And we look forward to seeing you all in person, yay, at Sophe's 2023 annual conference, March 21st to 24th in Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you all again and have a wonderful evening.
Also, I just want to jump on and shamelessly plug the awards committee once again. And please, if you are interested in serving as an awards committee member to review these amazing awards and individuals, please reach out. Amy and I would love to have you and add you to our list of members that review these applications. And also, please, as Sophe members, continue to share these wonderful awards. We love getting applications in for these, and we're really excited for this next cycle of awards that are starting. Thank you, everyone, for your time.